What's going on, everybody? How's it going? We're here. It's the finale. It's gonna be weird today. There's a laundry list of things that have been happening throughout the course of today, starting last night, that I feel like gonna directly affect this. It's already happening. Directly affect this stream. Hey everybody, what's up, Ike? What's up, X? 1. I'm tired. 2. I have a headache because I'm tired. 3. I'm not wearing earbuds because they give me a headache. So that. 4. There was something else I don't remember. But 4 is I got these noise cancellation headphones on and I can't hear myself talk. I can't hear anything. So if I'm like yelling or something, let me know, because it's weird. It's really weird. Like I hear nothing except for like the faint noise of music. It's weird. But with all that being said, we're here. Glasses are crooked. It's the finale of Sonny Boy. It's the finale of Sonny Boy. Now, I don't know where this leads us. I don't know what to expect. We just ended last week with, or last episode, I should say. We ended last episode with Nagara and Mizo going into space and attaching themselves to a line that Rajdhani, I think, told them that was going to be there, all while the principal, as they're blasting off into space, like glances behind him like he knows that they're about to show up where he's at. I'm assuming, possibly. So I don't want to waste any more time because this is it. I wouldn't mind this being the end of Sonny Boy as a whole. My monkey brain has already passed the melting point. I don't know. I'm wearing these. Wow. I'm wearing these. I didn't even know there was someone in this house. That's crazy. I hear footsteps. But I'm wearing them because, and the earbuds, like, they've been messing with my ears. I think I wear them too much, and they've been giving me headaches. So I was like, I was gonna wear these under the thought process that my head wouldn't hurt, until like they're noise canceling headphones, so like suction cup to the side of your head. So now it's just like, it's just a lot. There's a lot going on. What I really need is like food and sleep. But we got a show to watch. Cannot complain. So it's the weirdest thing. You put these things on, I can't hear anything. Nothing. So odd. They were a gift. They were gifted to me by a coworker, which I very much appreciate. I didn't expect it at all. But yeah. With that being said, I'm going to. I feel like wearing these is going to be able, because I have this weird thing around with how I talk. I feel like it'll help me, because I can hear exactly what I'm doing. Let me pause this music. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm sorry. This doesn't feel like the finale of any damn thing. I'm sorry. I'm ruining the moment. There we go. All right. Sonny Boy, episode 12. We're going to get started in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. Excuse me. Rain. Wait, do the headphones have their own internal volume? They do. I'm so used to just controlling the volume from my computer. I like the song. Opening ceremony. So is this opening ceremony of high school? What? Bittersweet. I wonder if this is this opening ceremony. That looks like the island. Wait, did he make it back? Close my mouth. He made it back. The song that's playing is incredible. I like it a lot. Has the soundtrack released for this show yet? Oh wait, that's what's her name? This is gonna we're gonna see everybody we've encountered. Not even encountered. We're gonna see everybody that we've met in the show when we were drifting. They're all students or teachers at the school. I hope she remembers. Oh, what? She was with him though. What's happening? This is stressful. That's gotta be. He made it back. Tell me how. Don't do this to me. Like, don't do this. Don't be like this, Sonny boy. Been nothing but good to you, Sonny boy. Don't do this. Been nothing but good to you, Sonny boy. Don't do this. Who are you barking at like that? Bro, I just put glass. Get me tight. I hate a manager. I do. Especially when it abuses their power. The hell out of here. I need this song, man. Need it. Need it. I need it. I need it. That's the worst. Falling asleep on public transportation sucks. Especially when you wake up and you passed your spot already. Your stop, I should say. There's something in my heart that hurts seeing that. That's something in my heart that hurts seeing that. Oh, wow. Why am I getting a little emotional? Why am I getting a little emotional? That hurt. Man, that hurt. Just seeing it. He's got the compass. He still has the compass. Really? Look at that. So how come the compass was still spinning when he was back in the real world? Like the compass was spinning like it was when they were flying around at the speed of light. But whatever they just those buoys that they let go stabilized it so that the compass continued. Well, I should say Nozomi continued to point to the correct direction. This feels so much weirder with these headphones on because it's dead silent. Like it's giving me like it's messing with my head. There's no background noise at all. I will say that Asakaze looked better in the timeline when Nagana made his way back. Like here, he just looks unkempt, unkept. How did all of those things happen? Like what? What? Why? Why would he say that? Why would he say that? Yeah, true. They showed us that chick. That was who was working with him. It's gonna break my heart if they get separated. It makes me feel like that chick was watching him, possibly. Who knows? They showed us a lot of people in the like at the beginning with Nagara in the real world, quote unquote. They showed us a lot of people. Some of them I noticed, and some I didn't notice. I noticed who they were. There were some I did, and some I didn't. Oh wow! So they're not just trying to get back to where they came from. Like they're just using that as a term to go back to the real world. What he's trying to do is come up with a different set of outcomes. There's two compasses because Asakaze had the real one. I would say the real one, and Nagata made a copy. What's up, XQCC? It's interesting. Yeah, Mizuho made the copy, but Nagata's the one that asked for it. So did they get separated? They must have gotten separated whenever they did what they did. Everything that she loved from her life is gone, but she made it back. Oh wait, did she ignore him on purpose? Why? Never know what's going on in that girl's head. Never do. Never ever do. Never know what's going on in her head. Why ignore him? Like he's the only thing that you would have. At that point, why ignore him? I think she's checking all the places that she knew. Let me shut up. Is she looking for a cat or is she looking for portals? She's looking for something. Damn, that glass won't reappear. Okay. Okay. It's supposed to be like, why? What do you mean have to do? If I'm remembering correctly, we're currently past the moment that we would have won adrift in the first place because the first thing we saw was the rooftop with the thunder that we got in the flashback from when Nozomi and Nagato on the rooftop. So at this point, we're after that. And I don't know where I was going, but I feel like we're after that point. No, I don't think she is. Like her talking to Asakaze isn't out of the picture because she like rejected him a couple episodes ago. Because a couple episodes ago, she never said she wouldn't talk to him. She said because of how he is currently, she wouldn't talk to him. I feel like I'd have to stick together. Like we would have to stick together. That's how I feel. I'm having a second like it's taking me a minute to recognize Nozomi because we've only ever seen her in the blue shirt with the green skirt, right? We never seen her in the school uniform. So seeing her in school uniform is like it's taking me a second to be like that is her. Is there a possibility that she remembers? Or is there a possibility that through interacting with them possibly she could remember? Who knows? Right. It's not the same one, but it is. It is the identity Nozomi, but it is not the Nozomi with the same personality. Right? The same experiences that they had on what island do they call that? Old Tenny? I think you can find some solace in her being alive. I think that'd make me happy enough. I'm not, because I'm not mad at him because the reason. Oh wow, this performance of the ED. I'm not mad at him for abandoning the bird because it's I wouldn't say he abandoned it, right? I don't think he abandoned it because he went out of his way to look in the first place. But it was only in him looking could he realize that Nozomi is the same, right? That is Nozomi. Like, her essence of who she is will forever be that. But it's not the same Nozomi that made him the way he is. So I feel like a weird way to him, he can leave that bird to her. Because she needs it more than he does. She's already given him. She's literally given him more than she even knows. So she can have that one. And I think he can just find happiness that she is alive. And he can be fine. I think I like it. I like it. I like it. It's not like I'm super angry. It just felt like the right place for him to take matters into his own hands while we're at it. No. Cause that's not really who he is. That's not really who he is. Not really. I truly think that moment that's a better moment. That's a better moment for him. Like, I feel like that moment works better for him than keeping the bird, because what does keeping the bird do? Like, if we just under the if we just go with it, like, he helped the bird, he nursed, like, if he took matters into his own hands to, like, try to save the bird, right? Like, what does that do for him? Does nothing. He just saved a bird. Like, that's all it is. And it's not like he looked at the nest and did exactly what he did at the beginning of the series, like running away from all of his problems and stuff and not being compassionate, all that stuff. It's not like he did that. He, like, it showed how much. That's loud. Hold on, I'm sorry. Like, it's like him, he looked at the nest the first time we went on with the episode, and then he went out of his way, he came back, he checked on it. And I do feel like if she wouldn't have showed up, he would have, like, taken care of the bird. But I do feel like that moment is like she showed up. Like, she's Nozomi. Like at the end of the day, that is her. Whether or not she remembers going adrift, that's not on the table because I don't think she does. Because I feel like if she did, she would say something. Yeah, I feel like that music was way too loud. I'm sorry, y'all. That's way too loud. Wait, what's going on? It's feeding through the wrong thing, that's why. What the hell? It's feeding through the wrong channel. Something happened. My bad. Okay. Well, but but yeah, like that whole if she wouldn't have showed up, I do think he takes care of the bird because I don't think he gets the steps still. He goes up there like he's searching. So if she never shows up, like he takes care of the bird. But because she shows up, I kind of think if I'm taking a step back at the whole situation and how they're viewing it, him, Miso and Nagara being put back into the real world. Like they missed the rest of their third year. They lived 2 years that they'll never get back, and then they've started high school. So that's already funky as it is. So when we have the line towards the beginning of the episode when Nagara's like, did going adrift did going adrift even really happen? And it's like he can tell himself it did because I have these memories and I have this compass. Like I have Nozomi. Like I have her. So it's like I know this happened. So that's why he it could have been like a slippery slope of him, like Mizo ignoring him. Like if Mizo would have just ignored him and never talked to him again, there's no telling what would have happened to Nagara. There's no telling what would have happened to him. But I do think the friendship and the bond that he has with Mizuho and I think the one other thing that he needs and he's perfectly fine with is for Nozomi not to be dead and for him to have that bond with Mizuho. And at the end of this episode, both of those things are intact. Whether or not Nozomi knows who he is, any of that stuff, like the relationship is down there, but it's like whether or not she remembers, like she was like way more than a relationship. Like she saved his life. Like she gave him so much. So for her to still be alive, because she's not one, I think that was his only thing, is for her to be alive. I'm going back and she needs to be alive. So for her to be alive and for her essentially to have the same personality. So it's like she's the same. She just doesn't have the memories of going adrift. So she's the same through and through. I think that's it, because I think that's the only purpose of him coming back. That was the only timeline he wished for, because she was already gone. I'm going to go back. He said, I'm going to re-roll. And my re-roll is she needs to be alive. He saw her and she's exactly who she should be. Regardless on who she's with, who she talks to, who she hangs out with, if she ever talks to him, like, I think that's the whole thing. That's why he's able to walk away at the end and he has the smile like, I did it. It worked. I can be happy. Like, we went through all of this and I finally made it back. And something I did finally worked. Essentially, something I did finally worked. If you really want to look at it, Nozomi is the bird. Through and through. From episode 1 to this 12th episode, she's the bird. and he got and he went back and he saved the bird. That's if you really want to look at it that way. He went back and he saved the bird. Absolutely. That's the silver lining that I'm looking at it as. That's kind of like if I'm pulling back and I'm looking at it, that's how I'm looking at it. She's the bird. He saved the bird, and he can be happy with that. I like this. I like this ending. I like this ending a lot. What I have liked, I'm sitting here as the episode was going on. I was sitting like, would I have liked some sort of like super duper confrontational episode? Like, would I have liked something like that where we have something dramatic or something? I don't think so. I don't think so. I don't think so. I'm definitely gonna have to rewatch it because I want to go through what Asakaze was talking about and what the principal was talking about as well. It was kind of trippy because there was so much that was happening. Right? There was so much that was happening. I really want to go back. I really want to go back. Yeah, this deserves a rewatch. Yeah, we did get to see Yamabiko and his friend. We did. We got to see we saw every person that we encountered or followed a little bit throughout this season, as well as some other individuals that we've never seen before, but we got glimpses of them in this final episode, which makes me feel like the principal is still watching, right? Because going adrift is a real thing. So I'm just under the assumption that the principal is watching Nagata and his outcome of what he chose to do. Like, he made it back. There's no telling how many people have made it back. There's no telling how many people have made it back. Yeah. I feel like this is the best way you could have ended this. It is. They made it back to the real world. So that confirms a lot of our our questions a little bit about, would they go back to the same exact moment they went adrift? No, they wouldn't. They literally would just plop right back into where they should have been. Like, it's weird because when you go adrift in all of these worlds, in those worlds, I should say, time flows so much more differently. It flows so much more differently than the real world. But the real world, time is still moving. So it's like if time is moving like this in the real world, and there's some parts of those worlds that do move at the same speed, right? They do move at the same speed, but then there's other ones that are just like, it's odd. It's really odd. It's really odd because Nagata and Mizuho, they didn't lose that much time. Like, they experienced, I would assume, like 2 years worth of stuff, because they really didn't go anywhere like that. Everybody else went so many different places, probably had so many different experiences of time dilation and all of that, but they mostly stayed on the island. They only started to explore towards the end, and they never seemingly stayed anywhere too long. And they always would come back to the island. So they never were gone for long. So they have about 2 years worth of memories. But everyone else, like Rajdani, has thousands of years. There's no telling how many years Asakaze has. Like how Asakaze was talking, he seemed completely different. Like he experienced so much. But yeah. This is a great show. This is great. It's great. It's confusing as all can be. But I do think it was a great show. I really do. Asakaze. I wonder if we right, a little bit, right, Pipe? It was weird. Like he seemed like he had been like he went through a complete change. I would assume like Nozomi dying would have been the catalyst for it, but like he experienced so much. He helped them out too, because didn't he's the one that like when they were running and it was like shifting, he was the one that was shifting it and helping them out even more so. Like he got them to the point where like they got to the end and they like, and the principal finally shows up behind them. So I think it's interesting that he would stay and not want to go back, because at that point it doesn't feel like he's got a complex with his power anymore. Man, this is good. I want to get a look at that blonde haired chick again. There was one more other person, some dude that I didn't recognize. That they showed as well. I want to get a look at him as well again. I like this episode. I really did. I like this episode. Like as a finale, it was a really good finale, because it plays with you the whole episode. It's like, what's going on? Like, where are, like, it's like they just drop you in and it's like, did they make it back? But then they bait you and switch you with the Mizo thing. Like, wait, she doesn't remember him either. Like, what's going on? Like, this is a good finale. It was a good finale. I think it might be my favorite episode. I really like the ending. Getting to see him walk off with a smile. Just being happy that he was successful. It does it for me. That does it for me. It does. It really does. Yeah, I dig it. Yeah, I dig it. I really do. I just want to go back. What did he say to them again? How far do we have to go back to get there? Yeah, if I had to guess, I wouldn't have guessed that this was the ending. But having this be the ending, like, I don't think I could have come up with a better one. I just want to get to the principal, man. Where you at? See, Funimation's goddamn players suck so bad. Okay, right here. Let me pause and I want to hear it. I want to hear him say these words. It's not worth it. You must not leave here. You're not saying that we can't leave here then? We'll be alright this time. Let's go. That's so trippy, man. It's very trippy. Very trippy. Very trippy. I'm still trying to process this. I wanted to try to catch this. How are you going to take that back with you? This is no zone, right? Who are you? I get it. If you want to go to the real world, it says you must not. I don't know. If you're Nagata, you keep running, right? You keep running if you're Nagata. I don't know. I'm gonna have to rewatch this. It's interesting how this like wrapped up. It's very interesting how this wrapped up. It is. Who's to say that all the different worlds? Who's to say that all the different worlds don't exist if he leaves? Right? Who's to say that? Like, what if him leaving just like causes all of those worlds to just disappear? What if that's the case? I don't know. I'm not opening up this can of worms. My head hurts. We could go down the rabbit hole with this one. Like what? So I'm not opening up that can of worms. But thank you guys for being here with me. This was a really good finale episode. I like the ending. I like the conclusion. What we get. I like the conclusion of what we get. I really do. Getting to go back to the real world. And it just shows his maturity. Getting to go back to the real world. And things aren't all peaches and cream. Things aren't the best. But he's alive. To me, it feels like he has a lifelong friend with Mizuho. And he can find happiness that a person that he adored, admired, who is not supposed to be living, is now indeed alive. I can't ask for anything else. Can't ask for anything else. Would I like to know more about all those different worlds? Yes. More about war? Yes. More about the principal? Yes. Asakaze, Aki? Yes. But we were experiencing this through Nagata's eyes, and he made it out. We don't get any more. So what's up, Rockstars? That's all I got. I'm not mad at not seeing anything else. Not mad at it at all. And if we're really taking the show for its word, war died with the Nozomi. So I don't know. I think so. Give it a shot. I liked it from start to finish. I liked it. My one gripe with Sonny Boy was just the if you haven't watched it, I won't drop that on you. But it was just like something what they did with time. And it's like a small gripe. It's just a small gripe. I wish it's just like instead of starting the episode at this point, can we start the episode at this point? It's just that. That was my only gripe that I had with the show. Other than that, I thought the show was really good from start to finish. Great soundtrack, looks great, great characters, and a very intriguing world that they're in. So give it a shot. I definitely recommend it. Absolutely recommend it. I would say give it the 3-episode rule, but by episode 1 if you don't feel like you want to keep watching, then I don't know, missing out. But you're missing out for sure. But that's all I got. Thank you guys for hanging out with me. Pipe said it a little earlier, but Thursdays are going to be weird because Sonny Boy is not here. We didn't have any. It was a solid, reliable show that we knew we were getting something solid. So moving in the fall, I don't know what's going to take its place, but hopefully it's something good if something does slide into its spot. So again, thank you. Appreciate you all for hanging out with me. And I'll see you when I see you. Thank you, Sonny Boy. Thank you. Peace out.